Now, one part that the zodiac definitely does is to give us a probability of being able to handle finances in a certain manner. The zodiac does promise us a certain basic financial security or financial value. Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. One of the important elements of our lives is our financial management, our financial security, and how we handle our finances. Basis our ability to be able to handle finances, we are also seen of certain value by society, and finances by the value that we create also help us to be able to take care of certain goals in life, certain challenges in life, and also helps us improve the quality of a life. And so finances or financial management becomes very important. Now, one part that the zodiac definitely does is to give us a probability of being able to handle finances in a certain manner. The zodiac does promise us a certain basic financial security or financial value. However, the zodiac also allows us to be able to create our own financial security, our own financial value as well. So if the zodiac gives us a certain value, then the zodiac will also maybe putting certain impediments to our ability to create the value, and also to give us a challenge to be able to handle the materialistic challenges of our life, so that it gives us a challenge to be able to use that to be able to also elevate ourselves spiritually. So let's jump in and see what can be the placements given to us by the zodiac, which can point towards a certain impediment, a certain challenge given to us by the zodiac to be able to handle these challenges, and then to be able to overcome those materialistic challenges, and then to be able to help our souls elevate. Now, some houses are very important for our financial management, for our financial security, and how the money comes in. Of these, the second house, the fifth house, fourth house to make assets, the ninth house of gains, and the 11th house of bigger gains being developed over a period of time, and Upacha house also, plus the house of wishes and desires coming through. All these become very, very important, and these are the foremost houses that we need to look at, or the zodiac gives us to be able to create more permutations and combinations for financial security, financial management, and financial challenges as well. Say for example, if you have the second house and the ninth house lord, these two house lords either combusted or debilitated, then we will find that the money doesn't come in quickly enough. Money may trickle in, money may come in very slowly, and because of which we will always find money is a challenge and there is a dearth of money. If the second house lord is combusted and 11th house lord is in a dusthana, then we'll find that money is not coming in when most needed. We are always running, chasing money. There is a dearth of money, and money doesn't come in when it is most needed. If the 5th and the 11th house lords are in dusthanas, or there are functional malefics in either of the houses, especially both houses, then we will find that sudden job changes or upheavals in the jobs, because of us wanting a better option also, that may create challenges for us as well. And if the 11th house and the second house lords are both placed in dusthanas, then the expected money may not come in due time, and it always comes late, because of which we find a dearth of money. If the second lord is in the 12th house in an inimical sign, and the 9th house has inimical planets placed in it, then too losses may be there because of high expenses and new money not coming in at the same time. So at one end, expenses and money not coming in, which makes it difficult for us to keep our purse strings tight and to be able to manage the finances well. If the second house lord is in a dusthana, that too in an inimical sign, and an inimical planet is placed in the second house, then there may be some challenge in the workplace, or in an occupation, or in a career, and that is putting an impediment to our gains, especially into an increment in our salaries in a remuneration, because of which the financial perspective gets into a quandary. Then if the 11th house lord is in the 12th house in an inimical sign and the 5th house lord is in a dusthana, then obstacles may come in a job or a career again and again, leading to losses and expenses, because your 11th house lord, the house of gains, has gone into the 12th house of expenses, and the 5th house, the house of career change, gains, and also changes in or upheavals in career, is gone into the dusthanas, creating challenges for us. And if the Lagna lord itself is combusted and the second lord is in an inimical sign, that too with an inimical planet also, then here one may find that there are perpetual challenges almost throughout our life, that every now and then we face there is a dearth of money, dearth of our financial security, and usually through a lot of hard work, and usually towards the fag end of our life, or at least after our 40s, is when we get some financial security, some semblance of financial proper management. Then if the second house lord is in the 8th house and the 12th lord is in the 10th house, then superiors at work, your authority figures at work, managers at work, they may not be allowing growth for you, they may be not allowing increments for you, they may not be allowing your advancement, and because of this your financial security, your financial situation may also not be good enough that you prosper. Then if the 9th lord is in an inimical sign, that too in the 12th house, and then the 6th lord is in the 4th house of assets, so inimical forces are coming into the 4th house. The 9th house of fate and luck and gains is going into the 12th house of expenses. So your competition, your enemies at work don't allow you to grow, don't allow your assets to grow, because of which there is not enough money to build assets, and this is almost like a hand to mouth existence. Then a Saturn and Ketu combination in your horoscope, for example, Saturn placed in the 2nd house, Ketu going into the 5th house. So Saturn is putting an impediment to the faster growth of money, and Ketu is not allowing gains to come in, especially connected to career change. Then Saturn in the 4th house of assets, whereas Ketu in the 9th house of gains. Saturn doesn't allow you to make assets, and Ketu doesn't allow your fate and luck to shine, or puts a stranglehold on your fate and luck to shine for gains to come in. Saturn and Ketu in the 5th and the 11th house. For example, Saturn in the 9th house of gains, especially also connected to your educational qualifications, your ability to use your educational qualification, your experiences to be able to grow, and your wishes and desires coming true because of Ketu going into the 11th house and putting a negation on them coming true. So 9th and 11th both affected by Saturn and Ketu, putting an impediment to your financial growth. Then Ketu in the Lagna, which obviously means Rahu in the 7th house, but Rahu in the 7th house, that too with an inimical planet. And now if the second lord also goes into a dusthana, especially say for example into the 6th house, so here the married life can create challenges for you, creating financial challenges for you, high expenses are brought in, and somehow the couple is not able to handle those financial challenges. But this has to be replicated in both the couple's horoscope in some way or the other, where second house lord, for example, for the other partner goes into the 8th house or the 12th house, Ketu gets placed there, then because of the couple both not having proper placement, that's why financial security in the marriage, in the marital union, becomes a challenge. And Rahu in the 2nd house with a malefic, which means it gives you higher hunger and greed to be able to get higher remuneration. But Saturn goes into the 11th house of gains, wishes and desires coming true. So what this does is this gives you high need for higher remuneration, higher salary, but Saturn has put in a problem and a impediment to your gains, higher money coming in. This is especially true for people who are working in large companies, large organizations, and if you are connecting your wishes and desires coming true through financial security, then this is surely an impediment. So friends, these are a few of the placements which can create challenges in your financial security, your ability to be able to handle your finances better, to be able to grow your finances, to be able to make a bank balance, to be able to grow your assets. If you have any of these placements, or say if you have a Papkatri where the second house lord is placed between two malefics, 11th house lord is placed between two malefics, for example, or the 5th or the 9th house is placed with malefics, or placed in conjunction with two malefics, or any of these are debilitated if sun or moon are involved in either being the second house lord or the 9th or the 10th house lords, and then they get into a combustion, debilitation, or in a papkatri or in bad yogas, then too there will be a challenge in your financial security, financial management. So look deeper, understand your placements better, and try and do some remedies in line of the planet which is creating those impediments, which is holding up your financial growth. If Saturn is holding up your financial growth, then obviously you need to placate Saturn, do higher service, and be able to do donations in the path of Saturn. If Ketu is the one which is holding up, then here you need to be able to do serve more without expecting a return, and then Ketu in turn helps you to grow. If Sun is the one which is holding up your or impending, that means you need to be more humble, you need to be able to ready to take more responsibilities, more accountability, even with less authority. And so because of how you handle the planets which are holding up or impeding your financial growth, over a period of time you may be able to curb those challenges and issues, and then be able to slowly grow your financial security, financial growth, and then bring in prosperity in your life. So friends, like this video, share this video, and if you're looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me at the links given below. Until some other time with some other video, this is your friend astrologer and guide Irfan signing off. Ciao.